Now, the first step is self preservation. Now, with self preservation, which is a profound ideology that helps you to prepare for the unexpected. Let's say you have a very important business briefing tomorrow morning, and then a friend offered to give you a lift in his car to the briefing, and then by tomorrow morning he doesn't show up at the time agreed. Now, if you're self preserved, you would understand that you have to make arrangements in case the plan does not work. So with self-preservation in mind, you can be able to walk the first step out of the other steps to maintain a steady state. Or the second step is faith. The Bible describes faith as the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. Now, when you intend to keep your joy steady through faith, it is believing that even though you have not seen through the entire day, but you have this belief inside of you that things will likely turn out positively. And with that kind of spirit, you move through your day, and even when things turn out negatively, you have this positive drive that brings you into the day. And wherever you go with that attitude of faith, you are able to maintain a stronger sense of consciousness than every other person who may be appearing in fear or doubt. But because you have faith, there is joy inside of you, regardless of how things turn out. So faith is very, very important. The next step is independent fulfillment. Now, you imagine looking at a bunch of friends moving through a street, together, and then imagine one of them moving, probably in the midst, and then imagine that same person moving alone later. Now, the person does not feel complete because he is not surrounded by his friends. Now, it is important that you maintain an independent fulfillment. That means you are able to build a fulfillment within that does not depend on external factors like people. Because when those people disappear, when those things disappear, when money disappears and everything disappears, your joy does not remain. But when you take joy in things like values that you have built in yourself, now it is almost impossible to lose that state of joy. Why? Because it is built on those values that you have cultivated within. Now, the final point is God's presence. Now, when you have God's presence in your life, you have a joy that is beyond what the eyes can see and what the heart can ever imagine. The Bible says that Christ in me, the hope of glory. Now, when you have God in your life, plus the riches, plus the wealth, plus the name, plus the fame, now, when all those things go away, when all the friends, when all the brothers, when all the sisters, even those you hold dearly, when they leave you, when those names that you have made for yourself, when they disappear, he is that one person that still stays, regardless. So that is why he is very important in your journey of joy. So that is why you need him, because he is the very most important and indispensable perspective of this topic called joy. And to my viewers out there, I'm Moses, and this is Word to Word, and today we talked about the word called joy, and then how we can keep it steady. Now, we discussed 4 steps, which are namely, 1 is self-preservation, the second is faith, the third is independent fulfillment, and the last is God, G-O-D. So, as you're coming to the end of this session, word walk, I want you to please click the like button, or better still, subscribe to this channel to be getting more content like this on topics related to life, both random and radical. Thank you, and be inspired.